Some possible Spirit Halloween 2022 theme hints may have just surfaced. Let's take a closer look. For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and well, some possible Spirit Halloween 2022 theme clues may have just been discovered. If you're a Spirit Halloween fan, you're probably familiar with the item that I am showing you right now, the infamous Halloween Factory Floor clipboard. Now this piece right here was an ISE piece featured in the Halloween Factory Floor, the back theme for Spirit Halloween 2021 just last season. Now it was hung up right behind the Mr. Dark animatronic in the display, and it was discovered very, very quickly. On opening day in July of the flagship store, this piece was discovered and people began looking into it to find some very interesting things. The most interesting thing about this is the drawings that you can see right here, and then what's written right underneath. So obviously, if you haven't seen this piece before, what it features is prototype and unreleased 2020 ISEs. We have a bus theme, we have a plane crash theme, we have the prototype entrance for Reaper's Island Village, and finally, we have the original version of Reaper's Island Cave that was supposed to feature a walkthrough. Now, if you don't know, these were supposed to be, they are prototype and unreleased 2020 ISEs. These two are unreleased, the bus and the plane crash, and then these down here are the prototype entrance for Reaper's Island Village and Reaper's Island Cave prototype. Now that began getting a lot of attention back in July, that people were saying, oh my gosh, look, there's actually prototype and unreleased ISEs right here on the clipboard. But then when people began to look more into it, they noticed something even more interesting, and that is the writing that you can see right here. What the writing actually says is 2022, and then it has like a dash, space station / zombie apocalypse question mark. Now, I've never really been a big believer of the whole space station / zombie apocalypse thing. I've always believed that it's just a red herring and something that Spirit is giving us to lead us on the wrong path and kind of set us in the wrong direction to make predictions on something that isn't really going to happen. I've never really believed that Spirit would be willing to give us the ISEs or a clue to the ISEs a year in advance, and also I just don't believe that a zombie apocalypse in space station could really make up a full ISE. So a couple of days ago, I began looking into this further to see if there's any more information that could either disprove or approve this whole space station / zombie apocalypse information. What I found actually, I believe, disproves the information and proves that I'm correct, and may actually lead us in another direction and give us some real Spirit Halloween 2022 ISE hints. So let's take a look at the mysterious bulletin board from Spirit Halloween 2021 that might lead us in the right direction for Spirit Halloween 2022 themes. So before I show you this piece of information from the Spirit Halloween bulletin board, I just want to say, obviously take this with a bucket of salt. This is not confirmed by the slightest. This is just my personal theory and something that I kind of believe in now that I've noticed. Absolutely not confirmed information. Maybe it's true, but maybe it's not. Take this with a big grain of salt. So this bulletin board right here was also featured in the Factory Floor ISE, very close to where the clipboards were located. But this was actually very different than the clipboards. So this was another ISE piece, however it was much more rare than the clipboards were. So this piece was only featured in reverse stores. Now if you don't know what that is, a reverse store is a Spirit Halloween location that has the same layout as all other locations. However, as you can tell by the name, it's just reversed. So it has like a different reverse layout. It's just meant so that it can fit the layout of the location that a Spirit Halloween is in. That is the only kind of location that these bulletin boards were featured in, and there's a lot less reverse stores than there are regular stores, making this bulletin board much more rare. However, a good buddy of mine, Halloween Haunter Chad, a very good friend of mine, credit goes to him for taking all the photos you're about to see, actually got his hands on one of these bulletin boards and took some high quality photos for me to feature in this video, so again, credit goes to him. If you take a look at this bulletin board, there's a lot going on and a lot of different details. The first thing that you notice when you take a look at the clipboard is that it has the Spirit Halloween logo. It's got Jack on it. It says now hiring, come join our team. Then it has a version of the clipboard that I just showed you on it, kind of to the left of it. It has a little kind of like a button that says I heart my job. And then on the other side is where you start to notice the very interesting things. It actually says top secret home office 2nd annual scavenger hunt. Kind of interesting, but we don't really know what that means. Underneath it is where the stuff really starts to get interesting and where my theory really starts to take place, and that is where it says Reaper's Island Scavenger Hunt. Obviously being a kind of homage to the Reaper's Island Village ISE that we got for 2020. Now, taking a look at this scavenger hunt, you're going to notice that there's a ton going on it. The first thing I notice is that there's a bunch of text towards the bottom right of it, and it actually says Meet in EHT, standing for Egg Harbor Township. That's where the headquarters and Spirit Halloween flagship location is located in New Jersey. And it says Meet in EHT to begin your journey on this exciting adventure. Be the first to find all the clues, race to the home office and claim victory. Then this is the most interesting thing that the text says. To the victory goes the spoils. I can't help but think, is that meant to mean whoever can figure out the clues gets the information and the spoils of the Spirit of Halloween 2022 ISEs? That's really the only thing that I can think about when I read that, but that's just one of the really interesting things about this bulletin board, I should say. Now, taking a look at the actual drawings and images that you can see on the bulletin board. First up, you can notice that it does have all of the same ISE drawings that my clipboard has. It has the prototype cave that says Forbidden Cave on it. It has the ground support bus. It has the Copter Bones ISE, and it has the plane crash. But really, those are not really the interesting things that you want to take a look at. What you want to look at are these small drawings on this scavenger hunt. Now, this is when it really starts to get interesting. We have a mermaid drawing, we have a cannon, we have a few mountain drawings, we have a rum bottle, we have a lighthouse, we have a bunch of ships, we have a cactus. There's so much going on with the little drawings and little labels on the Reaper's Island Scavenger Hunt bulletin board. Now, this is when it starts to get interesting. The lighthouse, I can't help but think, is a reference to the 2019 Reaper's Wharf ISE, just because it had a lighthouse in it, and probably that's what this is meant to mean. Then we have a bunch of ships around the Reaper's Island skull. Most likely those are meant to reference the SS Riptide ISE, also from 2019. But then when you take a look at the other little drawings, such as the mermaid, the rum bottle, the cactus, the cannon, and the mountains, and what does that mean? We have never seen an ISE that has a cannon, a mermaid, a cactus, or a rum bottle. What does that mean? And I can't help but think maybe that's really what the true 2022 ISE hints are. Now, like I said, I've never been a big fan or a big believer of the space station zombie apocalypse thing. I really didn't believe it. But what I'm thinking now is, what if what Spirit put in was they put in one red herring clue and one true clue? I believe that the space station thing is false just because of how kind of given to you it is. There's no thinking about it. It's just telling you this is what the ISE are. And we've never seen Spirit be that handing to you. We've never seen them be that, like, kind of out in the open, like you can just think of it right away. They always want to play with us. They always want to mess with our minds. That's why I don't believe that the space station thing is true. But then taking a look at this bulletin board, I can't help but think that there's a lot of thinking to do with it. There's nothing that's really just handed to you. And the drawings on it are just so strange. I can't believe I don't understand what the cannon could represent, the cactus, the mermaid, the rum bottle. What could it all mean? Honestly, I could really get the vibe of like a pirate, a Death Valley kind of thing when I look at this, the cannon, the mermaid, and the rum bottle and cactus. I really get the idea of either a water thing or like a desert kind of thing when I look at all those. And it's just very strange, especially with the text that says, find all the clues to claim victory, and then to victory goes the spoils. It's just so strange that the bulletin board is kind of telling you the scavenger hunt, find all the clues, especially because it's labeled as the Reaper's Island Scavenger Hunt. It's telling you to look for the clues and to see what you can find. I understand where the lighthouse is coming from, most likely from the Reaper's Wharf, and I understand where the boat is coming from, probably from the SS Riptide. But what is the rest of it coming from? I'm just so confused looking at this, and I can't help but think, is this the real 2022 ISE clues? And if it is, what does it mean? What does a mermaid, a rum bottle, a cannon, what does that all represent? Could we be getting some sort of pirate ISE? Obviously, we did get the SS Riptide, which was a ship. I doubt that we're going to get a pirate ship just because of how similar they would be. But maybe we're going to get something like a Pirate's Cove ISE. Obviously, we're probably not going to get pirate animatronics. The animatronics and the themes are designed at different times. So even if we do get some kind of pirate ISE, that does not warrant the fact that we're going to get pirate animatronics just because they're designed at different times. But maybe we're going to get some kind of like Pirate's Cove ISE. Taking a look at the other drawings, the cactus. A cactus just makes me think of a desert. A Death Valley set of themes would be really cool. Albeit, I don't know what you would do with it, because a desert is a desert, Death Valley is Death Valley. There's no set structure to it, it's just a desert. Not really sure what you would do with it, but maybe a front and back theme that has to do with Death Valley. I think that would be a really, really cool thing, especially since Death Valley already has death in the name. It would really work as a Spirit Halloween ISE, because it does say death in it. The rum bottle also just makes me think of, like, pirates, and there's a little bit of a crate drawn next to the rum bottle, which I think is interesting, or like a barrel, again, makes me think of pirates. Like I mentioned, though, I really don't think that we're going to get a pirate ISE, or pirate ship, just because we have the SS Riptide. Maybe we're going to get something else that's similar to pirates, some kind of cove, some kind of, like, cavern that has, like, pirate stuff all over it, pirate flags. Maybe they have Jack the Reaper on there. Not really sure, but maybe we could get something that's like the Pirates clan of Spirit, and like it's the animatronic pirates. I'm not really sure, but I really get the vibe of a desert and of kind of like a pirate thing going on here. The mermaid, I honestly don't really understand. I feel like a mermaid could tie into some kind of pirate thing, just because pirates can be aquatic things, because they are a lot of times in the water, and a mermaid is obviously always in the water. So I get the vibe of an aquatic ISE possibly going on here. I get a desert vibe, I get a pirate vibe, and just an aquatic thing. I really don't know, but it's just so interesting to look at this. Honestly, I really do believe that it's possible that these are clues to the 2022 themes. I think the Space Station Zombie Apocalypse thing is too handed to you. It's just too easy. Spirit doesn't give us stuff like that. They always want to play with us and not just give us what they're going to be doing. They always want to give us clues first, which is why I believe it's just a red herring, the Space Station thing. Also because they did Area 31 in 2017. You can't really do any more with it, and it was just so recent that we got alien stuff. I'm just totally discrediting that. I really do not believe that at all, that Space Station Zombie Apocalypse is real. But looking at this, since it's just a lot more scavenger hunt, it's a lot more thinking, and it's a lot more figuring it out, I very much believe that this scavenger hunt could contain clues for 2022, especially with the fact that there's writing that says, find the clues, race to the home office and claim victory, to the victory goes the spoils. I can't help but think what they're saying is, if you can piece the clues together, you have the 2022 themes, and you have victory, and you have the spoils. That's all I can think about this, and once I notice the little drawings, I can't help but think that those are the clues that the writing is talking about. That's what they want you to notice, and that's what the 2022 ISEs could be. That's what the hints are. Again, this is just my theory. This could be completely wrong. Spirit, at the same time, like I mentioned, they love to play with us. They also like to just give us stuff that is not even true, just to throw us off. All of this could just be fake stuff that they just drew to make you think that it's ISE stuff, and it's completely not. I could totally see that happening, and I would not be surprised at all if next year we come and we look at this again, it's like it had nothing related to what the ISEs ended up being. Would not be surprised at all, but this is just my theory, and maybe it is possible. Spirit in recent years have been getting more into, we want to tease the community, we want to give them clues to things, and they have been true, such as the graveyard shift that teased us, and then it actually did end up being the factory ISE. I feel like this could very much be a hint to what the 2022 ISEs are. The victory, you have to claim victory to get the spoils, the little drawings, and if you want to ask me if I really do believe that this is 2022 hints, what ISEs do I think we're going to be getting? Like I mentioned, I very much get a pirate vibe, although I don't think we're going to get a pirate ship just because the SS Riptide just happened in 2019. Maybe we're going to get a Pirate's Cove. That would be a really, really cool ISE. I would love to see a Pirate's Cove, like a front and back theme that has like a cavern in the front and then like a Pirate's Cove in the back with like pirate flags. That would be really, really cool. I'm also getting aquatic vibes just because of the pirate stuff, with the cannon, with the rum bottle, with the mermaid. Maybe we're going to get some kind of another aquatic theme. I know we did just get the SS Riptide again in 2019. Maybe some other aquatic thing, maybe like underwater somehow. That would be really, really interesting. And honestly, I really don't know. It's so interesting to see that I found this, and I hope, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this? Is there anything that you're noticing that I'm not noticing? The only other thing that I can think is that the cactus, maybe we're going to get a Death Valley ISE, like I mentioned. Death Valley or a desert set of themes could be really cool with like fake sand, fake cactuses. You can really do a lot with it. And I think a desert ISE would be awesome. A Pirate Cove ISE would be cool. And I just don't know. This Scavenger Hunt Bulletin Board is so interesting, and I can't help but think that it does hold hints in it, and it does hold secrets to what Spirit is going to be working on for the 2022 season. The writing that says to look for the clues is just making my mind spin, and the little drawings, the rum bottle, the cannon, the cactus, the mermaid, all of it is just so interesting to me, and I really am interested to see if this is some kind of clue and some sort of hint to the Spirit Halloween 2022 themes, and if it is, I'm very, very excited, because a Pirates Cove ISE would be very awesome. Again, this is just my theory. This is not at all confirmed. Spirit could just be messing with us and throwing stuff at us that absolutely has nothing to do with the ISEs. But at the same time, it could be cool, it could be real, and it could be cool, because Spirit does like to do that to us. Let me know in the comments down below, do you agree with my theory, or are you more of a believer of the Space Station Zombie Apocalypse thing? Let me know, what side are you on? Are you on the Bulletin Board, Pirate Cove ISE possible, Desert, or are you on the Space Station Zombie Apocalypse side? I'm really interested to know what people think about my theory, and I'm really interested to see if this Bulletin Board really does mean something towards Spirit Halloween 2022, and if it does, a Pirates Cove in a Desert could be fantastic ISEs, and I very much look forward to seeing it. Let me know what you think about my theory about what these little drawings on the bulletin board mean. And again, thank you so much to Chad, my good friend Halloween Hunter, for taking all these high-quality photos of the bulletin board. I really do hope that this is some sort of constellation of what we're going to be seeing for Spirit Halloween 2022, because a Pirate Cove ISE would just be so cool. There's so much you can do with it, especially with a desert. I'm very, very excited to see what Spirit Halloween 2022 holds, and I hope this bulletin board is some sort of point, and pointing to a hint of what could be coming for us. And I don't really believe the space station thing still, but I do believe this bulletin board could be some sort of clue. Ladies and gentlemen, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more Spirit Halloween 2022 videos. Goodbye.